Wreck and Rule collection from Legacy is kind of weird. Not in the characters they chose, that's kind of fine, but in the repaints and decos they decided to do for them. Impactor looks kind of worse. Leadfoot is an unexpected but welcome pick. I love G2. The fossilizers are neat. Bulkhead is barely different enough from the main line, but he still looks kind of cool. And Springer just looks a little more drabber, but at least he doesn't have the schmutz on him. So there's that. In my opinion, the most interesting repaint is the Diaclone callback in Twin Twist. And even more that it's a reuse of his mold from 2016's Titan's Return, which kind of makes him stand out, but not too much, thankfully. It still kind of confuses me how in a wave of 2-packs, the one pair that you expect to be completed, the jump starters, is not completed, and you just left with one out of the two, which is so sickening, but it's fine. So I won't judge him based on that. There were many deco choices to choose from for a pre-G1/Diaclone version of Twin Twist, and I think that this is the most interesting one they could have chosen. Maybe other than like Saltman Z or something, but that's not what I would have expected at all, so this is pretty welcome. It's very striking, and it gives a nice futuristic industrial sort of vibe to it. The dark blue contrasts super well with the bright reds and yellows of the figure. And for being a slightly older figure, he still feels great and has a lot of heft to him. It just feels solid to hold. The head sculpt is super nice and robotic. It reminds me a lot of the old G1 or Diaclone artwork that you would see in, I don't know, like the box art, I guess. And like all figures in Titan's Return, his head can come off and become a cute little guy. And I mean, for being a headmaster, he looks pretty good. He could definitely look worse. All the detail on him is just wonderful. Lots of asymmetry on the chest, which you know I love. And I love the reflective Wrecker's badge that seems to be shared across the entire wave, which is very nice. The weapons he comes with are identical and can be combined to form a Mega Blaster, I suppose, or a sled for the smaller guy. Articulation is pretty good for being an older figure, and it's definitely limited in the head and legs because he can't really stand all that well, but he's still decently posable. Alt mode is beefy, and we don't really get drill tanks a lot, and it looks super swish here. It condenses super well, and I'll tell you this much, it transforms a lot more than the original. The drills are nicely painted, and everything just sort of comes together very well, especially with the tank being predominantly navy and the robot having a lot more red. The red cockpit's super nice, and this may be an homage, I can't really tell, but there's gotta be some reasoning behind them choosing Twin Twist to do a Diaclone homage, right? When he comes with a micro pilot for the tank. That's gotta mean something, right? I think if you love the Diaclone repaints, you will definitely like Twin Twist here. Especially if you missed out on the Titan's Return figure from 2016 because, whew, those aftermarket prices are rough. And like I said, I do wish it came with a topspin to go with him, but who knows, it could just be around the corner. Look, at this point, nothing is off the table with Legacy. Like, what? Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and all that fun stuff. Follow me on my socials, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.
So, you're like super old, right?
I'd use vintage, but yeah, sure.
You know, I'm pretty old myself.
Oh yeah? How so?
Watch. Ta-da!
Ha ha! You win, totally.